Bienvenidos a Español 1, Unidad 2, Semana 1. Aquí están tus tareas. Here's your homework, your work for this week. We have realidades. We have to Chapter 1A, vocabulary. Of the objectives with Pablo Picasso. We'll talk about that in a minute. Vocabulario en contexto, 1A. Vocabulario en contexto is always going to be a spread with vocabulary words and with audio. So make sure to go through those. You have some listening practice and then verbs in the infinitive. Week 2 and 3 and 4 are there for you to look at as you need to. Fondo Cultural, Pablo Picasso. Talks about Pablo Picasso, a Spanish artist in the 20th century, and we see some, this is very characteristic of the Cubist painting style. And Pablo Picasso was a Spanish painter. Also see some countries and regions mentioned in this chapter, in this unit. These are all Spanish-speaking countries or regions, and they may have a large Spanish-speaking population if they're not a Spanish-speaking country. So we have España, Spain, República Dominicana, Cuba, and they're in the Caribbean, Guinea Equatorial in Africa, Argentina, Colombia, Costa Rica, in Mexico, Texas is also there. It's mentioned in the stories. Quite a large population of Spanish speakers in Texas as well. Even though it's not a country, but we still have. We're still going to talk about that in the unit and in this chapter. So you'll see these places mentioned. Okay, a primera vista. Vocabulario y gramática en contexto. You want to look at these words. You want to memorize these. These are verbs. And they're very important in Spanish. They're very important for your basic vocabulary. We have words like bailar, to dance. Escuchar música, to listen to music. Practicar deportes is to play sports. Nadar is to swim. Correr, to run. Esquiar, to ski. Notice that I stress that last syllable on these verbs. Bailar, escuchar música, practicar deportes, correr, nadar, esquiar. And we also see how to talk about things that you like to do and ask other people what they like to do. This is a very good strategy for conversation. You could strike up a conversation with this. So the boy here is saying, me gusta mucho bailar. I really like to dance. Me gusta is I like, and mucho is a lot. So me gusta mucho bailar. I like to dance a lot, or I really like to dance. And she answers, a mí también. A mí también, that's me too. And the a is there because we're talking about gusta. So, a mí también me gusta, right? She's saying, I like it too. Me too. Y también me gusta escuchar música. And I also like to listen to music. And there's your verbs that we just talked about. Escuchar música. And we also have bailar. Now, in this conversation, two girls talking, Hola Beatriz, ¿qué te gusta hacer? So she's asking Beatriz, what do you like to do? ¿Qué te gusta? ¿Qué te gusta? And te gusta practicar deportes. You like to play sports. Beatriz answers, sí, me gusta mucho practicar deportes. Yes, I really like to play sports. Me gusta correr, nadar y esquiar. I like to run, swim, and ski. ¿Y a ti qué te gusta hacer? And what about you? What do you like to do? And here's some other verbs that are common in Spanish, ones that you should know. So first off is escribir cuentos. Escribir cuentos. You might already know. Escribir is to write. Cuentos is stories. So escribir cuentos is to write stories, like short stories. Montar en monopatín. Monopatín means skateboard. Montar is to ride. So to ride a skateboard or to go skateboarding. People in around this region, they'll say andar en monopatín. So you might hear people say that. Andar en monopatín. Ver la tele is to watch TV. We say ver la tele in Spanish instead of mirar. Mirar means to look or to watch. Ver is used for the TV and film. So it's ver una película, ver la tele, to watch TV, watch a movie. Usar la computadora, to use the computer. Usar la computadora. Dibujar, to draw, of course, dibujar. Cantar, sing. Montar en bicicleta, to ride a bike. We can also say andar en bicicleta, just like andar en monopatín. And the last one we have is jugar videojuegos. Jugar, to play video games. And you notice here the word jugar and juegos. You see how similar that is? Juego means game. Jugar means to play. So a juego is a thing that you play. So that those two things are actually related in Spanish. Okay, a couple more conversations here. A mí me gusta mucho escribir cuentos y dibujar. No me gusta nada cantar. Okay, so you should be able to understand this if you've been looking at the vocabulary. A mí me gusta mucho escribir cuentos y dibujar. So I really like to write stories and draw. No me gusta nada cantar. I really don't like to sing, or I don't like singing at all. So when you use nada with no me gusta, etc., it means not at all. And then he says, uy, a mí tampoco. Uy, a mí tampoco. Like, oh, sheesh, me neither. A mí tampoco. So you have a mí también was me too. A mí también. A mí también. And me neither is a mí tampoco when you're talking about liking something or not. A mí tampoco. Me neither. Okay, look over here now to this side. ¿Qué te gusta más, ver la tele o montar en bicicleta? What do you like better, watching TV or riding a bike? Pues no me gusta ni ver la tele ni montar en bicicleta. So she goes, I don't like to watch TV nor ride the bike. Me gusta usar la computadora y jugar videojuegos. I like to use the computer, or basically to go on the computer. Jugar videojuegos, to play video games. ¿Y a ti qué te gusta más? What do you like the most? For day one, you'll have audio. You have to play the audio file. Listen to what she likes to do and then select in the drop downs for what she likes to do and doesn't like to do. And then you're going to choose what each person likes to do. Now these are given in order. So Sebastian goes first when you play the recording, and then you choose what he likes to do. So you're just going to select the activity that you hear each person say. In this assignment, you have you're going to complete a sentence using the word and phrase that best describes the picture. Now, of course, there's nothing you can write in here, but at the bottom, you'll see drop downs there. So you click on that to select the answers. Te gusta escribir cuentos, right? Escribir cuentos. A mí me gusta cantar. So number 2, you're going to pick cantar, etc. For day 2, it's going to be similar with number 1 down at the bottom. A mí me gusta mucho. And then you're going to think of what goes in the blank. Now, we have him playing soccer, right? Well, how do you say play soccer? Jugar fútbol. Okay, jugar fútbol. A mí me gusta mucho jugar fútbol. And then you would select for number 1. And so on. You have a video historia. This is uses a lot of the vocabulary that you will know. So make sure you look through that vocabulary. Also, you hear about what people like to do, and I believe it says when you play the video, you'll see everything there. And down here as well, same activity. So Angelica. You're going to see Angelica, and then choose the activity she likes to do. Of course, she likes to ride a bike, so make sure you check that for that one. Okay. ¿Te gusta o no te gusta? So here again, you're going to see that there, and then you're going to be able to select from the drop-down which one. And notice, see the happy face or the sad face? Well, the happy face means they like it. The sad face is they don't. It's kind of obvious to tell with their facial expression. However, you can always use this little smiley face or frowny face to indicate the emotion there. So, ¿te gusta hablar por teléfono? He would say, sí, me gusta mucho. And then you can see how that works in the example. So, here's no, an example with no. So number 1 here, see, he doesn't like to read, right? So leer, ¿te gusta leer? And then you give the answer. So ¿te gusta leer? So far both these ones have the correct answer, but look at what comes next. It's either no me gusta leer, or sí no me gusta leer. Well, it would be no me gusta nada. I don't like it at all. So that will be like this example here. So just choose one that works for the activity. In this activity from day 2, you're going to simply complete the dialogue. You have Miguel and Rita talking. So Miguel says, ¿te gusta ir a la escuela? Do you like to go to school? And Rita responds, sí. And the answer is probably me gusta, right? Me gusta, or a mí me gusta mucho. And then she says, y a ti, right? And you, what about you? Miguel says, sí, a mí me gusta ir a la escuela también, probably. All right, you see how that works? So you want to complete the dialogue there. You're going to have verbs practice, and that's just doing those verbs that we've reviewed already. Usar la computadora, esquiar, dibujar, montar, andar en monopatín, cantar, etc. ¿Te gusta, no me gusta? This is a independent practice, a practice you can do in a classroom. If you have it, you can turn to somebody else that you're in a class with, that's in the course with you, and you can just complete sentences with what you like to do and what you don't like to do. Next, you have practice asking people what they like to do. So number 1 is talking on the phone. You'll just identify what it is, what the action is. Hablar por teléfono, dibujar, etc. You have infinitives in class practice. So infinitives, it kind of talks about what that is. All right, the most basic form of a verb is called the infinitive. In English, you can spot infinitives because they usually have the word to in front of them: to swim, to read, to write. Infinitives in Spanish, though, don't have the separate word like to in front. The Spanish infinitives are only one word, and they always end in either AR, ER, or IR. So, nadar, leer, escribir are some examples. It's easy to talk about things you like to do once you know the infinitive, but you just add the infinitive to me gusta. Or because you just add the infinitive to me gusta caminar, etc. So here's some verbs in English. You can use Google Translate to help you look those up if you need them. You have some listening activities. Listen carefully to the endings, and then you'll listen to the things that Raul says he likes to do and check those things, select those things that he mentions. So it's very easy, just a little listening exercise using the vocabulary. And you'll answer these questions in your discussion. Using verbs from this unit, answer the following question. ¿Qué te gusta hacer el viernes por la tarde? ¿Qué te gusta hacer el sábado por la noche? What do you like to do Friday afternoon? What do you like to do Saturday night? ¿Qué te gusta hacer el domingo por la mañana? What do you like to do Sunday morning? And you want to answer complete sentences in Spanish. So make sure you are answering each of those 3 sentences and then reply to another student's post by reacting to each one of the activities you express the same preference with a mí también me gusta and then put the verb, or not. A mí no me gusta. You can also say a mí no me gusta and then the verb and then tampoco. So you can do that too. So make sure to react to all 3 of their activities by either giving the same preference or giving an opposite preference. And that's it for this week. Gracias.